Forget everything you know about The Mummy. Lee Cronin's terrifying new vision replaces action with brutal body horror and psychological terror. Hello there! So here's how The Mummy was brought to life. The producer specifically chose Lee Cronin after the success of Evil Dead Rise. He completely reinvented The Mummy, transforming the iconic monster into one of the most disturbing horror creatures in recent years. In the early stages of development, the project utilized the simple title, The Mummy. Producer Jason Blum suggested including the director's name in the official title to create a unique brand for this standalone project. Instead of following the action-adventure formula of previous adaptations, Cronin wanted to make a true horror film built around practical effects, psychological dread, and unforgettable body horror. Drawing inspiration from filmmakers like David Cronenberg and John Carpenter, Cronin filled the movie with gruesome practical effects and unsettling imagery. One of the biggest creative changes is the monster itself. Unlike traditional monster movies, where everyone tries to escape the creature, The Mummy reverses that idea. The characters are drawn to the mummy, creating a disturbing relationship where they seek connection with her instead of running away. Playing the mummy required extraordinary physical commitment. The possessed transformation of Katie Cannon required 5 to 6 hours of prosthetic makeup every shooting day. Actress Natalie Grace spent up to 8 hours each day inside heavy prosthetics, wearing more than 10 prosthetic pieces on her face alone. Although she described working inside the prosthetics as incredibly liberating, allowing her to perform without normal human limitations. According to the cast, seeing her fully transformed for the first time was one of the most shocking moments on set. Practical effects became the heart of the production. Lee Cronin encouraged the makeup and prosthetics teams to build as much as possible physically, using CGI only to enhance what was already created on set. The crew spent months experimenting with prosthetics, fake blood, embalming fluids, slime, and other practical materials before filming even began. The filmmakers wanted a completely modern take on The Mummy, moving away from classic Egyptian bandages and the traditional Boris Karloff-style interpretation. The special effects team worked closely with Lee Cronin from the earliest stages, building prototypes, testing practical effects, and refining them until they matched his vision. Cronin deliberately reveals the mummy in broad daylight, believing daylight makes the unknown creature even more unsettling than hiding it in darkness. Many of the film's disgusting practical effects were surprisingly edible. The fake vomit was entirely food-based, allowing actors to perform multiple takes safely. Katie's vomit was raspberry-flavored, making repeated filming easier for the actress Natalie Grace while still looking convincingly disgusting on camera. The embalming fluid used during another sequence was strawberry-flavored, although filming still proved difficult after some accidentally went up the actress's nose during a take. For Lee Cronin, every shocking effect serves the story. His goal wasn't simply to create gore, but to build an emotional horror experience centered on a family facing unimaginable terror. By blending practical effects, psychological suspense, and deeply unsettling body horror, The Mummy becomes one of the boldest and most original reimaginings of the classic monster in decades. So which behind-the-scenes detail surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Take care!